Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Loves Data. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply audience targeting to your search, display, and Performance Max campaigns in Google Ads. You can use audience targeting in Google Ads to control who sees and doesn't see your ads. And apart from controlling when ads appear, you can also use audience targeting to adjust your bids. For example, if you want everyone to see your ads, but you also want to bid more for people who've already been to your website, then you can do this with audience targeting. Let's take a look. I've already logged into my Google Ads demo account. And on the left, we can see there is a display campaign, a Performance Max campaign, and a search campaign. Let's start by looking at how we can apply audience targeting to the display campaign. Let's open the campaign and select the ad group. Now let's select Audience in the sub-menu. This is where you can view existing audience segments and apply new ones to the ad group. So let's select Show Table. We can see there are no audience segments applied, so let's click Edit Audience Segments. Now we can add audience segments to the ad group in our display campaign. Before we do, we need to select if we want to add the audience for targeting or observation at the top. Any audiences you add using the targeting option will mean that only people included in those audience segments will see your ads. So this option will narrow the focus of your ad group. For example, if you only want people on a particular remarketing list to see ads in this ad group, we would ensure targeting is selected. And then select the appropriate audience list. Then when you're happy, click Save. We can now see the audience listed for the ad group. And apart from controlling who should see your ads, you can also apply audiences as exclusions. To do this, scroll down and select Add Exclusions. You can choose to exclude an audience segment from the entire campaign or the ad group. Okay, now let's open the search campaign. We're still looking at audiences, but now it's for the search campaign. At the top, we can see two audiences are already applied to the search campaign. And scrolling to the right, we can see these are set as observation. This means that our ads will still be seen by anyone, but when someone is matched to an audience segment, we'll see a breakdown of metrics for those users. Now let's click Edit Audience Segments. And let's select Campaign. Just like we saw for the display campaign, we can select from targeting or observation at the top. So you can control exactly who sees your search ads using the targeting option. However, for this campaign, we're going to apply another audience for observation. Let's select the audience we want to add. And then click Save. We can see our additional audience has been added. Now we can use this for reporting, but another benefit of adding audiences like this is that we can adjust our bids. We just need to look for the bid adjustment column. We can then click the edit icon. And we can increase or decrease our bids for any of the audiences we've applied. For example, we might choose to increase our bids for a particular audience. When you're happy, click Save. Just like we saw in the display campaign, we can also add audiences as exclusions at the bottom. Finally, let's open the Performance Max campaign. Audiences work a little bit differently for our Performance Max campaigns. Instead of controlling who sees and doesn't see our ads, we can apply audiences to help Google's machine learning understand our ideal audience members. These audience signals are applied to each of the asset groups in our Performance Max campaign. So let's select Asset Groups. We can see this campaign has one asset group. And on the right, we can see it says No Audience Signals Provided. So let's click the Edit icon. Now let's click Add an Audience Signal. We can now see any existing audiences that have been created for Performance Max campaigns in the account. These are like groups of audience lists that we create to inform our Performance Max campaign. We can see there are some existing audiences I've already created, but let's click New Audience at the top. We can now name our audience signal to use for the Performance Max campaign. And we can select audience segments like we did for the display and search campaigns. The main difference is that you only want to add groups for the types of people who you want to see your ads. You can add multiple custom segments, multiple remarketing lists, along with interests and demographics. Then when you've added all the appropriate audience segments that align with your ideal targets for the asset group, you can click Save. Your Performance Max campaign will then begin to use the audience signals you've provided to look for people to show your ads to. So that's how you can add audience targeting to your display, search, and Performance Max campaigns in Google Ads. By taking the time to create and apply audience segments, you can control who sees your ads, adjust bids, and feed Google's machine learning. What audiences are you going to apply to your campaigns? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.